So here's a quick update to the video I covered yesterday, which was titled, My Wife Wants a Threesomething for Her Birthday. And as you all recall, that's about the guy. They've been married not even a year. And they were talking about her birthday and things she wants. And out of nowhere, she's like, well, I'd like to have a threesomething. And claim that she already has someone in mind. Another gal that she knows and blah, 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 blah. To which I said, that's cheating. And I say that when they bring these things up, they already have, either they're cheating or they already have someone in mind, and that pretty much it's over. And the guy obviously was back and forth on all the issues there, but in my opinion, he should cut the losses and move on. They've been married a year. I'm sure it could be annulled. But here's his update as to his conversations with her, and things have been going on ever since. He says here, she and I talked about this today. I asked who the girl was, and it was my absolute least favorite of all her work friends here, which confirms my theories that her friend, who's now just a P-star, and she makes her own money on OnlyFans, is just a predator trying to pick apart our relationship. I don't want to be around this woman even with clothes on, and I especially don't want to be in an escort situation with her. So, no surprise there. It's a gal she works with who does OnlyFans, and what I tell you about who you hang out with, who your friends are, see right then and there, I'm actually waiting to hear that his wife wants to start OnlyFans if she's good looking enough. He says here, I told her that I don't want to open our bedroom to a third party. She pouted for a while, but she agreed that if that's what I think is best for our marriage, then she'll drop it. We'll find other ways to explore her sexuality together. I think the idea turned her on, but she wasn't too committed to it actually coming true. Of course she pouted, and no, the fact that she brought this up, it's in her mind. And even if she just brought this up to him and didn't have something going on with somebody else that she was obviously planning this with, that's still a giant red flag. Okay, humongous red flag. But the fact that she was going behind his back, and talking to this girl about this, that says everything. And I'm convinced there was more going on, that obviously she was cheating. He says here, I hate being the guy that has to keep telling her no. Smack. One of the most powerful things you can tell a woman, just like a little kid, is no. And to some of these wilder SCX ideas, though. I honestly feel kind of bad because I told her we shouldn't post our sex tape, which was a turn on for her, and I'm telling her no to this as well. Hang on. They made an SCX tape and she wanted to post it online for the world to see. Are you out of your mind, dude? Do you know how much that's going to backfire in your life, whether your personal life or professional life? But he's like, I think 29 years old, so grow the hell up. I don't want her to feel like I'm restricting her. Smack. You're not restricting her when you say, I don't want you hooking up with other people. We're married, you and I. I just want her to maintain good boundaries for our marriage. Well, she broke the boundaries. We talked about the emotional cheating aspect and how I wasn't comfortable with her talking to her friend about this first. And she gave me more details that let me read the text. 100% it was her friend goading her and egging her on. Even if she was, the point is still she brought this up to him. It doesn't make a difference if her friend egged her on and put the idea in her head. She still is a grown-ass fucking adult. Brought this up to her husband, etc., etc. So no. But this does back up what I tell you about watching your girl hangs out with, which is a relief, and I feel dumb for ever doubting my wife's loyalty. Smack. No, she's not loyal. This is only an idea that her friend has brought up in the last few weeks. So she's been pretty quick in bringing the idea up to me. Dude, you're in for a world of hurt. This is not the first time she's thought about this. And if you're actually going to buy her putting it all off on her friend, and therefore, oh, it's the friend's fault, not my wife's fault. Bullshit. Your wife's a grown-ass freaking adult, and she decided to bring this up to you. And also shows that your wife is easily susceptible to pressure. So what happens the next time around when she's being pressured by this so-called friend or other people? That's going to impact you. So she's wanting to do this. She's doing this behind your back, wanting to do this with another person, another woman, and also easily manipulated. This is a bad place to be. I would cut your losses and move on. It's been less than a year. I'm pretty sure it can be annulled. And even if you take a hit in the short term, at least then, because this is not going to go well. And by the way, I do recall in the first story, this guy definitely demonstrated to be the Mr. Nice Guy type. He was putting her on the pedestal, trying to please her and all that, which I get in a sense if she's equally loyal and trying to make him happy, doing nice things for her. But you can tell the relationship is way more important to him than it is to her. That is a bad place for a guy to be. So we shall see how this whole thing turns out, but I'm not buying the majority of the things she's saying, and I think this guy's going to be in trouble if he doesn't cut her loose. That's just me.